Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q2 and H1 FY24 earnings conference call of Tips Industries Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode. There will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Nikunj Jain from Orient Capital. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Darwin. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you for the Q4 and H1 FY24 earnings conference call of Tips Industries Limited. To discuss this quarter's business performance, we have from the management, Mr. Kumar Taurani, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Girish Taurani, Executive Director, Mr. Hari Nair, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Sushant Dalmia, Chief Financial Officer. Before we proceed with this call, I would like to mention that some of the statements made in today's call may be forward-looking in nature and may involve risk and uncertainties. For more details, kindly refer to the investor presentation and other filings that can be found on company's website. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the call to the management for their opening comments, and then we will open the floor for Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nikunj. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Q2 FY24 earnings call of Tips Industries. It's a little early, but on behalf of my entire team, let me wish you all a very happy Dussehra and very happy Diwali. As you already know, our team works very hard, and their efforts of the last few years are now showing in the performance. Our catalog is very popular and attracts a lot of listeners. We are observing very strong usage rates across all our digital platforms and helping us to improve our market share. In preparation for the next stage of growth, we are strengthening our team. Just this month, Mr. Hari Nair has joined us as CEO, and you already interacted with Mr. Sushant Dalmia, our CFO. The board has declared an interim dividend of Rs. 2 per share as part of our ongoing efforts to reward our shareholders. That makes the interim dividend for the first half Rs. 3 per share. Allow me to introduce our CEO, Mr. Hari Nair. He has 25 years of diverse experience in media and technology. He has worked in various roles in the music industry for the past 2 decades. In 2019, he joined ByteDance and led music partnerships and licensing in South Asia for them. He was instrumental in launching Reso in India and working with apps like TikTok, Hello, and CapCut. With this, I hand over this call to Hari. Over to you, Hari.
Thank you, sir, for the kind introduction. Let me extend a warm welcome to everyone on the call, and also, like sir wished, I wish you a happy Dussehra and a very happy Diwali. I'm very excited to be part of Tips and keenly looking forward to contributing to the growth of this company. I joined in October 1st, and I'm still getting acquainted with the people and systems. Also, I'm very pleased with whatever I've seen till now, and fully committed in delivering the organization objectives of 30% for the next few years. I'll interact with all of you in more detail once I'm fully acquainted with the business and the organization. With that, I will hand over the call to Girish to brief you about our performance on the digital platforms. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Hari. Good evening, everybody. Our catalog has been doing exceptionally well, and all our distribution partners are very happy with the repertoire's performance on the respective platforms. Let me share some metrics with you. Our YouTube subscribers have increased to 89.6 million across all channels on YouTube. YouTube views for this quarter were 50.9 billion and has registered a growth of 86% over the corresponding quarter last year. On the audio streaming side, Spotify is now focusing to grow the paid subscribers in India. At this point, I will restrict myself here, and before I hand over the call to Sushant, I wish you all a very happy Dussehra in advance and happy Diwali as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Girish. I welcome everyone to our Q4 FY24 earnings call. As you are aware, we at Tips Industries charge of the entire content cost in the quarter of release. Now, let me take you to the financial highlights of the quarter gone by. The company has reported a healthy quarter. Our revenue for the quarter was rupees 60.9 crores as compared to rupees 49.8 crores in Q2 FY23. That is a year-on-year revenue growth of 23%. Operating EBITDA for the quarter stood at rupees 49.8 crores versus rupees 27.2 crores in Q2 FY23. That is an annual growth of 84%. Operating EBITDA margins were at 81.9% for this quarter. Our profit after tax for Q2 FY24 stood at rupees 39.7 crores versus rupees 20.8 crores in Q2 FY23. That is a growth of 91%. PAT margin for the quarter was 65.2%. Content costs for the quarter was rupees 2.7 crores versus 17.2 crores in Q2 FY23. In this quarter, we have also booked one-off export incentive that is of rupees 1.13 crores of the past year on account of SEI scheme. This forms part of our other income. Highlights for first half FY24 are as follows. Revenues for first half FY24 were rupees 113.5 crores versus rupees 83.8 crores in first half FY23, which was a growth of 35%. PAT for first half FY24 was 66.8 crores versus 38 crores for first half FY23, which was a growth of 76%. With this, I conclude my opening remarks. I wish you all a very happy Dussehra and a very happy Diwali in advance. And with this, I open the floor for discussion.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of CA Garvit Goyal from Invest Analytics Advisory LLP. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
So congratulations for a good set of numbers. My question is on the margin side. So 82% margins seem dramatically high and majorly due to fall in other expenses. So can you please comment on why this fall is there and how sustainable it is?
See, our content was not there this quarter. So because of that also is a major reason. But actually we are also doing very well on our repertoire side. So if you see at the end of the year, we will, as committed, as I suggested, we target we will have a top line of 30%. And even this year we will have a top line of 30%. Bottom line also will be 30%. So I think it will be more than 30%, I guess now. So, and major reason is that because our, yes, we have a less new releases. But apart from that, our catalog, whatever we have accumulated so far, our repertoire is really doing very, very well. So these are the two reasons we can say.
So, and sir, you mentioned 86% growth Y on YouTube views, but revenue growth is only 23%. So what is the reason for it?
See, in YouTube numbers, there is a new service called Shorts. So that is a huge numbers, accumulating huge numbers on that. And that service actually is a lump sum deal with YouTube. So we are not making huge money on that side. But overall, if we see YouTube, that is also growing.
Understood, sir. And how do you look at H2? Because 30% earnings growth guidance, as you mentioned, for full year FY24 over 23. But if you look at the numbers, we are already close to entire FY23 in first half only. So, and the fact is Q3 is our best quarter. So how do you look at H2 over H1?
H2, you're talking about PAT basically.
Yeah, bottom line, sir, right.
On the bottom line, I feel I said 30% we will do, but it seems we will also cross 40%. So let's keep finger crossed, and we are pushing ourselves to do big numbers this year. So let's see.
So how do you look at this margin profile? Because these margins are very much fluctuating, obviously, on the positive side right now. But on a sustainable basis, what is our margin profile and for next 1-2 years, sir?
I already said कि 30% will be top line, 30% will be bottom line. That I see कि next 2-3 years, I think this will keep going. So it seems कि we can do that, and we will do that.
So I was asking from the EBITDA margin profile, OPM margin.
EBITDA will be, I think that will be you plus the taxes. So you will get that number. But I think let Sushant take this. Sushant, can you say कि कितना होगा EBITDA?
Yeah. Mr. Goyal, let's say the EBITDA margins still last.
Sorry, your voice is not clear. Your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear, Mr. Goyal. Hello. Am I audible?
Sushant sir, there is a problem with the clarity on the voice, sir. Are you using the handset mode?
Yeah. Is it audible now?
This is a little better, sir.
Sushant, थोड़ा दूर हो जाओ फोन से.
So let's say on the margin front, operating margin front, Mr. Goyal, let's say last year we reported around 55% as an operating EBITDA margins. Let's say this year also with a 30% revenue growth and likely bottom line growth of 30%, it could range between that 55 to 60% for the full year.
Okay.
Understood, sir. And sir, with new CEO, Mr. Nair, entering into the business, what is our strategy for growth going ahead? Like you mentioned in the press release that some next phase of growth and increasing music distribution capabilities along with expanding on the new domains, etc. So what are the exact plans to achieve these milestones in order to have the ultimate growth?
Give him 6 months, we will come back to you. There is every quarter we talk to you. So we will tell you next 2-3 quarters later, understand the company, and whether we from 30% we can go to 35% or 40%. So let us see that.
Understood. And sir, one last question on the Spotify side. So that is our digital partner, and that has changed its free services. Like it is now charging for repeat song features, tapping back, and play in order. So 2 questions on this side. Have you witnessed any fall in revenues because of that? And secondly, have you any communication with them? Like in near term, Spotify may face any headwinds due to these restrictions imposed by them on the use.
No, I don't think it's too early to comment on that because I think they have done last week only. And I don't feel they will get any negative about this because people are really enjoying and liking Spotify. So everybody will pay 100 rupees, I feel. But it's a good thing for the industry. At least Spotify has taken this call. It's very good for industry. At least somewhere it is started.
Understood, sir. That's it from my side, sir. Thank you very much and all the best for the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ravi Naredi from Naredi Investments. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. We welcome Hari Nair as CEO of company, which was very much necessary for company. Mr. Toran, you bring Diwali to every investor home before Diwali with fine result. Thanks you a lot.
Thank you.
Sir, how you utilize 150 crore cash lying with us, this is a very important thing, and I think it will be clarity in your mind how to utilize for the benefit of company.
See, we always keep some cash if there is an opportunity to acquire some special content or some small label or something, acquisition comes up with us. So idea is to keep 200 crores as in the company, but not immediately first keep 200 crores and then start paying dividend or doing buybacks. But idea is keep buyback karte chale, dividend dete chale, and within next 3-4 quarters we build a kitty of 200 crores in the company. Agar kuch opportunity milti hai kabhi, so we will be ready for that. So that's the idea. Otherwise we will keep dividend and buyback.
Yes, understand, sir, and very nice thought about this. But in 200 crore, which type of opportunity we are looking?
बहुत सारे opportunities आते हैं, बहुत सारे छोटे labels हैं, अगर होता है तो ठीक है, अगर मिलेंगे लेबल्स या कुछ ऐसा होगा तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज हम और कुछ तो रास्ता है नहीं, वी विल कीप गिविंग मोर डिविडेंड्स एंड मोर पे आउट, ये बायबैक्स करेंगे और क्या करेंगे.
Right. Sir, YouTube views from Q2 to Q1 rises 5% only, while it is in Q4 to Q1, it rises 44%. So what are the reasons for slow growth?
नहीं, स्लो नहीं है, ग्रोथ तो अच्छी है. आई थिंक सुशांत, क्या आप बताओ क्या है?
Ravi ji, no specific reason. The growth is healthy. Quarter, let's say last quarter it was 100% here. This quarter is also 86%. So we don't see any specific reason. The growth is healthy for us.
86% growth is best growth, yeah.
Right. That we understand. And sir, any new film released in Q3 and Q4 for this current year with music we already bought?
Yes, I think 4 or 5 films get released. 2 films in next quarter. I think this quarter, Merry Christmas, and one maybe there is a Balaji film called Buckingham Murder. Maybe we release that film, and Merry Christmas is a Tips Films. We release these 2 films, and after that quarter there is another Balaji film. We have Crew, and there is another film, Ishq Vishk from Tips Films, that will release. So these 4 films will release.
And all music rights with Tips Industries, right?
Yes.
And sir, one thing here, what is the cost of new film music at present? Like this you have bought from Balaji. What will be the cost? Can you give? Do you want to give any figure?
See, I can't give you figure, but I can tell you the range. From 50 lakhs to around 35-40 crores is the cost of music price of the films these days.
50 lakh to 35 crore?
40 crores. 40 crores also.
Okay. All the best, sir. And happy Diwali to all of you also.
Yes, right.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Saket Mehrotra from Tusk Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi. Sir, I had a question on the growth, right? Is it were there any new platform additions this quarter, or is it just like more usage of our existing catalog and new content? Like, if you could give us some sense on that.
There is no new platform or nothing new. Existing platforms, existing companies we are dealing with. So nothing. Our repertoire is doing really well. So that is the thing.
Okay. Are there any one-offs by any chance, like any new MGs or any new contracts that we've gotten into or price revisions? Is that
nothing has happened actually. It's a routine. Also, yeah, nothing is like that.
Okay. And in the opening statement, Sushant, you mentioned about SEIS. It was not very clear. How much did you say was the export incentive that we got?
1 crore 13 lakhs.
Okay. And this is
Only part of other income.
Okay. And this is for how many years?
This is for 1 year.
Okay.
The past 1 year.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ankush Agarwal from Surge Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Torani-ji, recently we won this court case with Wing. तो उसका कोई revenue impact आया है क्या Q2 पे? Because I think court judgment mentioned some 5 crores of protest money that Wing has deposited.
Yeah, actually 2 years back, I think 3 years back, first appeal में court they deposited 5 crores in the bank, but we have not, in the court, we have not received any money from them, and this quarter also we have not received any money from them. We have in favor, judgment has come in favor of Tips. So we will try and reach with them and try to settle this matter with them and settle past also and start a business also with them.
Sorry. Secondly, Torani ji, now this आपने CEO hire किया है, तो कोई क्लैरिटी बता सकते हैं कि आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज कैसे स्प्लिट करेंगे कि आप यू विल फोकस मोर ऑन द कंटेंट क्रिएशन पार्ट एंड हरी जी विल टेक केयर ऑफ मोर ऑफ द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड मोनेटाइजेशन पार्ट, ऐसा कुछ सोचा है आपने?
सोच काफी वेरियस सोच है हमारे माइंड में, जो आप बोल रहे हो दैट्स आल्सो अ मेजर थिंग वी हैव इन माइंड, बट स्टिल लेट्स एक दो क्वार्टर देखते हैं कैसे चीजें बनती हैं। हरी जब वो पूरे हर डिपार्टमेंट के साथ वो इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं एंड ही विल टेल अस कि हाउ वी कैन फर्दर ग्रो आवर बिजनेस, जहां तक हम यहाँ तक ले आए और हमारी जो विजन है जो 30% है उसको और कैसे और भी बढ़ा सकते हैं। तो ये सब अगले एक दो क्वार्टर में क्लियर हो जाएगा एंड हरी आपसे फिर आगे और बहुत सारी बातें भी करेंगे, तो आपको सब बताएंगे।
लास्टली सोरानी जी, अगर मैं कंटेंट की बात करूँ तो ये क्वार्टर कंटेंट कॉस्ट इज एब्सोल्युटली लो, मतलब 4 करोड़ इज वेरी लो कंपेयर टू आई थिंक लास्ट 7-8 क्वार्टर्स में इसका कम नहीं किया है। तो कोई स्पेसिफिक टेम्परेरी रीजन है कि आप कुछ स्ट्रक्चरल देख रहे हैं? क्योंकि आपने लास्ट क्वार्टर बोला था कि आप इंक्रीजिंगली क्वालिटी पे फोकस करेंगे, साल में 200-250 प्रॉम्प्ट करेंगे, बट 4-5 करोड़ रुपए का कंटेंट कॉस्ट इज वेरी लो। आई मीन आपने आई थिंक ईयर के स्टार्ट में बोला था कि आप 80-85 करोड़ का कंटेंट कॉस्ट देख रहे हैं FY24 पे, तो वो स्टिल इंटैक्ट है और ये मोर टेम्परेरी फेज है और बाकी कंटेंट कॉस्ट नेक्स्ट 2 क्वार्टर्स पे आएगा कि कुछ और है इसके पीछे?
नहीं, खैर एक तो नंबर्स बहुत अच्छे हैं और प्लस क्या है, हम कंटेंट क्या है हमारे हाथ में कभी नहीं होता है। हम जितने भी नॉन फिल्म अक्वायर करते हैं या कुछ बनाते हैं अपने, कभी किसी का वीडियो नहीं बना, किसका म्यूजिक में अभी भी ठीक करना बाकी है, या फिल्म के राइट्स हमने लिए वो फिल्म पोस्टपोन हो गई, तो ये सब होती रहते हैं हमारे। कभी आप, जिसके लिए मैं हमेशा आप सबसे कहता हूँ कि प्लीज ट्रीट अस एज ए 1 ईयर का आप हमें क्या करो कि 1 ईयर में वी आर अचीविंग अवर टारगेट्स। और इस क्वार्टर में कोई कंटेंट आया नहीं है, तो मुझे लगता है कि नहीं आया। और ओवरऑल अगर देखेंगे साल के एंड में जो हम कहते हैं कि 30% वी विल डू कंटेंट टुवर्ड्स कंटेंट विद स्पेंड, आई थिंक उतना हो जाएगा हमारा 30% इस साल, हम 30% कर लेंगे। बट बिकॉज आवर कैटलॉग इज रियली डूइंग वेल, तो उसके लिए थोड़ी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बढ़ रही है और वो फायदा हो रहा है कंपनी को।
वो सही है करण जी, लेकिन अगर कंटेंट तो अभी शॉर्ट टर्म में चल रहा है, लेकिन द लॉन्ग टर्म अगर जो कंपनी बिल्ड करना है तो प्रीएम्प्टिवली इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, राइट? जस्ट बिकॉज अपना कंटेंट अभी चल रहा है उसका ये मतलब तो नहीं होगा ना कि आप इन्वेस्ट करना छोड़ देंगे।
नहीं, मैं कभी भी ये कहीं नहीं कहा है कि मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करूंगा। आई ऑलवेज मेंटेन कि हम 30% करेंगे। मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि हम बहुत अच्छा, माना बहुत ही बेस्ट क्वालिटी कंटेंट लेंगे एंड और ज्यादा फोकस रहेंगे कि क्या करना है और ज्यादा मेहनत करेंगे उस पर। एंड कंटेंट जरूर चाहिए, मैं उसमें फर्म बिलीवर हूँ। और एक बात आपको और भी रेस्ट एश्योर करता हूँ, इवन अवर जो रेपेटोर वॉट एवर वी एक्वायर टिल नाउ, ये सब रेपेटोर आप 25 साल तक तो हमारे, मुझे लगता है कि मेरे 90s से लेके 2020 तक जो हमारा, इफ आई कैलकुलेट एज अ बैक कैटलॉग, तो उसमें मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती है। मैं इजीली कह सकता हूँ आप लोगों से कि 25 साल तो हम बिल्कुल ही सेफ है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट उसका मतलब ये कतई नहीं है कि हम म्यूजिक न्यू कंटेंट नहीं करेंगे। 30-35% के बीच में जो हमारा टारगेट है, वी विल अचीव दैट। बड़े बड़े मल्टीनेशनल्स में ये होता है कि यू हैव टू, द टारगेट इज टू स्पेंड मनी ऑल्सो, so we are working towards that.
Right. Okay. Lastly, तो जस्ट अ फीडबैक, जैसे पहले भी ये बात हुई थी कि आप अगर शेयर कर सके कि कितना परसेंटेज ऑफ रेवेन्यू, कितना परसेंटेज ऑफ कैटलॉग इज बिटवीन डिफरेंट डेकेड्स, लाइक 80 से कितना है, 90 से कितना है, 2000 के बाद से कितना है, तो वो इफ पॉसिबल होगा तो शेयर कर सकते तो इट विल बी वेरी
कि इसमें मेजोरिटी आई थिंक 90% बिजनेस इज फ्रॉम कैटलॉग ओनली टिल 2020। आप बिगिनिंग से लेके 2020 तक आप कैलकुलेट कर लीजिए। बाकी वो जो आप कह रहे हो, अभी तक हमने इतने बड़े इन्वेस्टमेंट्स किए नहीं। लास्ट ईयर वी ओनली हैड 3 बिग फिल्म्स और कुछ ज्यादा ऐसा है नहीं। बट एक्चुअली वी आर ट्राइंग टू, हम वो भी डेवलप कर रहे हैं सिस्टम। अभी हरी आए हैं तो हम अपनी जो एनालिसिस टीम है या जो रिपोर्टिंग है वो सब बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे अगले 4 to 6 क्वार्टर्स में, और उस पर बहुत स्पीड से काम होगा। दैट इज ऑल्सो अ मेजर थिंग वी वांट टू सी।
ओके, तो दैट वाज ऑल। थैंक यू।
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Prashant Galfade from Whitestone. Please go ahead. Prashant, the line for you has been unmuted. You may proceed with your question.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, at the moment I don't have a specific query. मेरे जवाब के आंसर मिल गए सर मुझे.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of James from Prime Cap. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Congratulations on a great set of numbers.
Thank you.
Sir, just regarding the content cost, there was one question. Do you see that in the coming quarters, the content cost will go back to, the previous quarters which we were seeing?
Yes, it will go back to previous quarter.
Okay, and this would be maintained with the same revenue, or would we even see revenue growth going forward?
I think अगर आप you can calculate revenue like last year के 30% more than 30% more of last year numbers. So accordingly numbers will be achieved. उतने number हो जाएंगे. And bottom line after maintaining content cost to 30%, it will come to 30% plus PAT will be.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Maruti Nandan Sarda, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Congratulations for a great set of numbers. Sir, मेरा question है regarding currently हमारी कोई भी income नहीं होती है from Instagram. Is it a correct fact?
Yes.
So if we look at the situation worldwide, is there any opportunity or scope for us in future to monetize from the Instagram? And if we take a very conservative outlook also, what can be the revenue potential from this?
I think according to us, it's a big number, but according to them, Instagram, it's a very small number. That's why we are not there on that service. But, earlier also, we were not there on JioSaavn, we were not there on Spotify, but slowly we came there, and we are now, except Wink and Instagram, we are everywhere. Even now, we won the case with Wink. So I feel soon we will be on Wink too by next quarter. And Instagram also, we keep talking, but let's see, kabhi wo jo ice break hota hai, kya hota hai. It will happen. अभी नहीं तो एक क्वार्टर या 2 क्वार्टर में हो जाएगा ऐसा. I don't feel कि long term they need us, we need them, both of us need is there, but number has to be correct. They have to value our content. Sometimes they feel कि tips जो 4 साल पहले थी वही tips है, but they have slowly people realizing कि no, tips is changing. Spotify का भी पहले ये था last year, but अगर आप last year से compare करेंगे तो Spotify double से ज़्यादा हो रहा है हमारा business. एंड तो ऐसे करके मेरे ख्याल से जो पार्टनर्स हैं हमारे, दे आर रियली वैल्यूइंग अस. अगर आप हमारे प्रेजेंटेशन में भी देखेंगे कि हाउ वी हैव ग्रोन, हाउ मच हमारा मार्केट शेयर कैसे ग्रो हुआ है, तो आई थिंक ये सब हो रहा है. तो इंस्टाग्राम इज द पार्टी ओनली लास्ट पर्सन आई फील जिससे हमारा है ये अवेलेबल नहीं है कंटेंट, तो वो भी आ जाएगा. बट उसका अगर बिजनेस वाइज देखें द वे व्हाट प्राइस दे आर ऑफरिंग अस इज नेग्लिजिबल. वो वर्थ नहीं है करना. अगर लॉन्ग टर्म अगर हम 5-7 साल का अगर देखें तो फिर हमें बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट हो जाएगा अगर हमने ये ऐसा टफ कॉल्स नहीं लिए तो कुछ हमें ऐसे टफ कॉल लेने पड़ते हैं. तो प्लीज बी विथ अस एंड ट्रस्ट अस कि वी विल हमें बहुत जो डील्स होती हैं वो हमें बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं कि वी वांट टू क्रैक डील्स, बट समटाइम्स ये प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं तो वी हैव टू डू टेक्स लिटिल हार्ड कॉल्स.
Okay, thank you for clarification and all the best for future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vignesh Iyer from Sequent Investments. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, sir, on good set of numbers, and thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I just wanted to understand, if I'm not wrong, you earlier guided for somewhere around 55 to 60% operating margin. Whereas we have done like 67% operating margin in the first quarter and 82% in quarter 2. So is there any specific reason, or you being very conservative on your side of the guidance?
I think majorly it's a content cost. Content is less this year. Because of that, our numbers are really nice. But in overall also we are doing good. Our repertoire is selling, music is selling. So as committed कि 30% हमारा PAT होगा, but what I see now, I think it will be 40%. इस साल PAT हम touch कर जाएंगे, or little more also. So it's doing well. बहुत अच्छा है. Our music is selling on all the platforms.
Right. Yes. I got the point that since we didn't do any acquisition as such in this quarter, and we do 100% of cost in the same quarter of the acquisition. But with 55-60%, are we going for an aggressive set of acquisition in next 2 quarters? That's why is it the management hinting towards that? I mean,
No. We see, Mr. Vignesh, we never do this कि हम suddenly aggressive हो जाएं कि अच्छे नंबर आए तो चलो भागो content खरीदो. No. We go on our yearly plan और 2 years, 3 years का जो plan है, 30% हमें invest करना है, 30 to 35%, maybe 32 हो जाए या maybe 28 हो जाए किसी साल में. In that range we will be. तो उस रेंज के हिसाब से हमारा इस साल का ऑलरेडी कंटेंट हमने ले लिया है. इस क्वार्टर में वो नहीं आया कंटेंट, वो नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में आ जाएगा. तो अल्टीमेटली वी विल एंड अप स्पेंडिंग 30% जो हमारा है नंबर कि वी हैव टू स्पेंड दिस मच मनी ऑन कंटेंट एक्विजिशन. वी विल डू दैट. वो हमारा खर्चा भी हो जाएगा, प्लस जो टॉप लाइन 30% वी विल अचीव दैट. जो बॉटम लाइन है, इंस्टेड ऑफ 30% वी व्हाट आई फील कि विल अचीव 40% दिस ईयर. राइट.
Okay. Right. Got it. Yes, sir. That's all from my side, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of VP Rajesh from Banyan Capital Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the opportunity and congratulations on a very good set of numbers. So you gave the range for the cost of acquisition of a song between 30 lakhs to 40 crores, or 50 lakhs to 40 crores, I think. So can you share also the average cost you have paid in the last 12 months per song?
Average per song last year, you are saying?
Yeah, in the last 12 months or in fiscal 23, just to get a sense of, where that cost comes out.
So last year, I think we spent 60 to 63 crores and around 700 गाने निकाले होंगे. तो average कितना हुआ होगा? 80, 70, 80, 70 lakhs. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mr. Rajesh,
what's the number?
Average would be around that 6 to 7 lakhs.
6 to 7 lakhs, right?
6 to 7 lakhs on an average, we are saying, Mr. VP Rajesh. On an average. Yeah. It's just a pure division of numbers, so 62 crores by 900 songs.
52 crores for 900 songs last year, correct? Fiscal 23. Okay. And then in terms of the competitive intensity, if you can talk about that, sir, in terms of, if you're going for a content acquisition, are you seeing a lot of people aggressively bidding, and what is the environment for that?
Yeah, actually people are aggressively bidding. So that problem we have in the industry, but we are not in that rat race. We have our relationships, and our that arm's length company, Tips Films, they also produce films. We acquired those films also. So I think that way we are safer. We get a good quality content, what I would project. So I think we don't have that problem, because we are not greedy. We want to acquire all the content. We have our own limits and budgets. So accordingly, we'll manage against that. And I think that's a safer kind of thinking.
Got it. All right. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Maithili Balakrishnan from Alchemy Capital Management Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Hi. My question was on this growth, which is basically that how much was the growth in, say, the domestic streaming versus the international business versus non-streaming business? If you could sort of break it up for us, कि मतलब तीनों एक जैसा grow कर रहे हैं कि मतलब is it slightly different?
See, always 20-25% is from overseas. So exactly same ही pattern में चलता है. Maybe 1-2% here on there it will happen, but not more than that. So growth is the same.
And in terms of the domestic versus the non-streaming जो business है IPRS वगैरह का?
हाँ, वो जैसे हमेशा मेरे ख्याल से that is around 22 to 25% and digital businesses around 75 to 78%.
Okay, so उसमें कोई change नहीं है. All three of them are sort of growing at a similar kind of a.
No, I think digital is growing more than other part.
Got it. We didn't add any partners, etc. So is it just number of streams जो लोगों ने सुने that has sort of grown for us? That is leading to the growth?
Yes, people are listening our music more. So that is a major part of our growth.
Got it. That's all from my side. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of CA Garvit Goyal from Invest Analytics Advisory LLP. Please go ahead.
Hi. My question is already answered. So.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Saket Mehrotra from Tusk Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi. Is Mr. Nair there on the call?
Yeah, he's
yes.
Hi. I just wanted to, get some sense from you on how do you see this whole short form game evolving? I mean, in the last 3-4 years, we've seen like the consumption has really gone up, but when do you really see this, let's say, generating some kind of, ad revenues or some other layer where it gets more monetizable? Because clearly it has got everyone's attention. So, what is that threshold where we can see this evolve into like a more money-making business for the industry?
I think on the short format video app, that's what your question is?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think YouTube and Instagram for us will be the major players here, and globally it would be TikTok. But revenue side, I think it is still very, very early. We see all platforms growing in advertisements, but it's not showing up signs that which will say it will grow every year consistently at 10%. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So, yes, we know that, to a large part, this is, driving engagement for these platforms.
Yeah.
So my question was more to do with, is there like a threshold that, okay, once it reaches, let's say, X views or, Y number of subscribers, then we can see some of these really now starting to monetize. As maybe, we have some sort of a threshold for, let's say, some of these audio streaming apps that, okay, if, let's say, we are targeting to reach 10 million, 100 million customers to start to pay, then the industry becomes something which is worthy of monetization. So that was basically what I was trying to get a sense of.
No, so to answer that, if you cross probably 50 million, there's a lot of opportunity for the platforms on the ad sales side. It depends upon the platform on how they monetize, how aggressively they pitch, and how the brands go and put in their money in that particular bucket, right? There's a lot of factors on that. So, but yeah, anything above 50 million in India should start making money.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dinesh Kulkarni, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
A great set of numbers, sir, first of all. Congratulations to that. I have some very, basic questions. We see a significant jump in margins, EBITDA margins, both on a year-on-year as well as quarter-on-quarter basis. That's a great stuff there. But do we see this kind of numbers sustaining, not for this just year, but say going forward for the next, say, 2-3 years, something like that?
Yeah, I think 30% top line, 30% bottom line will be comfortably we'll achieve.
Okay, that's great. And just the Wink news, I just want to know, say, assume you come up with a win-win situation for on the both parties there. Do we see any incremental advantages there for tips, in terms of revenues or margins?
Yes, absolutely. It will happen. Yeah.
Can you just quantify? Is it possible?
Not yet, because we have to wait for that. What kind of a deal we are structuring and what kind of a old settlement will happen. It will take little time, and we really can't come to what is in their mind, what is in our mind. So we have to just wait for that.
Okay, that's great. Just another bookkeeping question here. For this, the half year, I see changes in working capital as negative 23 crores, whereas it has been positive for the last both, March 23 as well as September 22 half year numbers. May I just know the reasons for that?
Prashant?
Hi, Mr. Dinesh. This is primarily due to the change in working capital. One, there has been increase in debtors, primarily because as revenue is increased and we would receive this amount by end of October. Secondly, the other current liabilities, which constitute non-refundable advance received from customers in earlier quarter, has reduced because revenue has been booked basis actual streaming. So these are primarily two reasons where you see your cash flow from operations dropping.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for answering my questions. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Nikunj Jain from Orient Capital. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. I would like to thank the management for taking the time out for this conference call today. And also thanks to all the participants. If you have any queries, please feel free to contact us. We are Orient Capital Investor Relation Advisors to Tips Industries Limited. Thank you so much.
Thank you. On behalf of Tips Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.